Gold, humanity's timeless symbol of wealth, power, and beauty. For thousands of years, it has driven explorers across oceans, empires into battle, and dreamers into the depths of the earth. But what if I told you that gold isn't even close to being the most valuable natural substance on our planet? Hidden beneath the earth, locked inside rare gemstones, extracted from the depths of stars, or even produced within the bodies of some of the deadliest creatures alive, there exist materials whose value makes gold look almost cheap. Today, we're counting down 7 natural substances more expensive and valuable than gold. From extraterrestrial metals to radioactive elements and deadly venoms, stay with me until number 1, because the substance at the top of this list is so rare, so incredibly valuable, that even billionaires struggle to get their hands on it. Number 7. Tawhite. Our list opens with a stone so rare that it was discovered entirely by accident. And not deep in a remote jungle, not in a forbidden cave, but in a jewelry store in Dublin, Ireland. This is tawhite, a gemstone so unbelievably rare that for years its existence wasn't even believed. In 1945, gemologist Count Richard Toffa purchased what he thought was a simple spinel. When he examined it more closely, he noticed something unusual: light split in 2 directions instead of 1. It was a discovery that shocked the gem world. Tawhite wasn't just a new gemstone, it was a gemstone with no known origin. A stone so scarce that experts didn't even know where it came from. Eventually, tiny deposits were found in Sri Lanka, Tanzania, and a few scattered parts of Asia. But even today, tawhite is extraordinarily rare, thousands of times rarer than diamonds. To put that into perspective, millions of diamonds are mined every year, but tawhite? Only a few handfuls. Its colors range from pale lilac to vibrant purple and soft pink. And because it's almost impossible to find, gemstones over 1 carat are nearly unheard of. Jewelers rarely work with it, collectors barely get to see it, and the average person might never encounter it in a lifetime. And that intense rarity gives tawhite its staggering value, far beyond gold, and in some cases rivaling even the most precious gems on earth. A stone that practically refuses to exist, yet fascinates anyone fortunate enough to see one. But as rare as tawhite is, it's only the beginning. Because the next substance is not just beautiful, it's strategically essential. Number 6. Platinum. At number 6, we move from gemstones to a metal that has shaped the modern world, platinum. It shines with a soft, silver-white glow, but don't let the elegance fool you. Platinum is one of the hardest, densest, and most powerful industrial metals known to science. Unlike gold, which has been used for thousands of years, platinum remained unknown to most ancient civilizations. It was so difficult to melt and so resistant to heat that early metallurgists couldn't figure out how to work with it. Some even believed it was an imperfect form of silver. Today, we know better. Platinum is one of Earth's most remarkable metals, resistant to corrosion, immune to tarnish, and irreplaceable in high-tech industries. Your car, it likely depends on platinum to clean its exhaust. Medical devices, pacemakers, cancer treatments, lab equipment, they all rely on it. In fact, platinum is so stable inside the human body that it's often used in surgical implants. But what truly drives its value is scarcity. Unlike gold, which can be found across continents, platinum is concentrated mainly in a single region, South Africa's Bushveld complex. A limited, precious geographic anomaly. In mining it is extremely difficult. For every ounce of platinum extracted, miners often process tons of ancient rock. That combination, high demand, low supply, and immense industrial importance, makes platinum far more valuable than gold. But if platinum impresses you, just wait. Because number 5 is a metal so rare, so scientifically extraordinary, that it almost feels alien. Number 5. Iridium. Imagine a material created not inside the Earth, but in the fiery depths of massive stars. A substance that traveled through the galaxy for billions of years before being trapped in our planet's crust. That substance is iridium, one of the rarest elements in the universe. Iridium is not just rare, it's cosmic. Scientists believe most of the iridium on Earth arrived here through meteorites. In fact, a global layer of iridium-rich clay marks the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs. This metal is extreme in every sense. It is one of the densest materials on the planet, so dense that a cube the size of a sugar cube weighs more than a smartphone. It is so resistant to corrosion that it can withstand temperatures that melt other metals like butter. It doesn't rust, it doesn't tarnish, it barely reacts with anything. But that durability makes it valuable. Iridium is essential in spacecraft engines, deep-sea cables, high-performance electronics, and medical devices that must survive intense wear. It's used to create crucibles that hold molten metals. It's used in alloys that must survive the impossible. And because it is incredibly difficult to mine, found only as small traces within nickel and platinum ores, its supply is tiny. Every year, the entire world might produce only a few tons. That's it. That's the global supply. Iridium's cosmic origins and near-indestructible nature make it more valuable than gold, and a critical material for technology that pushes the limits of science itself. But now, we're leaving metals behind, and entering a world where value is measured not in beauty or industry, but in danger. Number 4. Tritium. Number 4 is a substance so rare that nature barely creates it, and humanity can only make it through nuclear reactions. This is tritium, a radioactive form of hydrogen that glows softly in the dark. Tritium is strange. It looks like ordinary gas, but it's anything but ordinary. Its atoms contain extra neutrons that make it unstable. Over time, it decays, emitting a gentle glow used in emergency signs, watches, scientific instruments, and specialized military technology. But here's what makes tritium truly valuable. It's nearly impossible to obtain. Natural tritium is produced in the atmosphere through cosmic rays, but in such tiny amounts that collecting it is practically impossible. So the only real source is man-made, inside nuclear reactors. Extracting it requires careful handling, intense safety protocols, and specialized facilities. And because it decays quickly, its supply must constantly be replenished. That limited production, combined with strict regulations, makes tritium incredibly expensive. It's used in nuclear fusion research, military systems, and scientific equipment that requires ultra-precise illumination without electricity. And in industries where every gram matters, tritium commands a price far beyond gold. But if radioactive elements sound valuable, they are nothing compared to what comes next, a natural substance produced by one of Earth's deadliest creatures, and valued more than almost anything humans have ever extracted. Number 3. Scorpion venom. At number 3, we leave metals and minerals behind, and enter the world of venom. Specifically, the venom of the deathstalker scorpion, one of the most dangerous creatures in the Middle East and North Africa. Its sting alone can be fatal. But the tiny droplets of venom it produces, they're worth millions. Scorpion venom isn't valuable because of its danger, it's valuable because of its potential. Inside each drop are rare peptides that scientists believe may hold the key to incredible medical breakthroughs, new cancer treatments, immune therapies, brain mapping technology, and advanced drugs capable of targeting diseases with pinpoint accuracy. But here's the problem: a single scorpion produces only a fraction of a drop of venom at a time. Extracting it, called milking, is slow, delicate, and dangerous. Researchers must stimulate the scorpion, collect micro-doses of venom, and store it under exact conditions. The process is so time-consuming that collecting even a small vial can take hundreds of extractions. And because no large-scale farming method exists, every milligram is precious. Scientists often share samples like treasure. Laboratories compete to acquire tiny amounts for research. And pharmaceutical companies treat it like liquid gold, no, more valuable than that. Scorpion venom is one of the most expensive natural substances humanity has ever encountered. But even this biological treasure can't compete with number 2, the most famous precious stone on Earth. Number 2. Diamond. Diamonds, glittering, dazzling, legendary. For centuries, they've symbolized love, power, and prestige. But beyond their beauty, diamonds are an incredible natural phenomenon. They begin their journey more than 100 miles beneath the Earth's crust, in regions of unimaginable heat and pressure, conditions so extreme that carbon atoms are forced into a perfect crystal structure. That perfection is what gives diamonds their brilliance, their hardness, and their value. But what truly makes diamonds expensive isn't just rarity, it's the combination of rarity and desire. Some diamonds are extraordinarily rare: blue diamonds, pink diamonds, red diamonds. Gem-quality stones of significant size are incredibly hard to find. For every ton of earth mined, perhaps 1 carat of diamond is recovered. And out of that carat, only a small percentage is of high gem quality. Diamonds also have immense industrial value. Because they are the hardest natural material known, they're used in drilling, cutting, surgical tools, and advanced scientific equipment. The diamond trade, the demand for flawless stones, the difficulty of mining, and the deep cultural symbolism all elevate diamonds far above the price of gold. But as precious as diamonds are, they don't even come close to the #1 most valuable natural substance on Earth, an element so rare that the global supply each year could fit in the palm of your hand. Number 1. Rhodium. At the top of our list sits a metal of staggering rarity, rhodium. A member of the platinum family, but far rarer, far shinier, and far more valuable than its famous cousins. Rhodium is extraordinary. It reflects light better than any other metal on Earth, so intensely that a thin coating gives mirrors their brilliance. It resists heat, corrosion, tarnish, and chemical reactions, making it essential for catalytic converters that clean vehicle emissions. Demand for rhodium is enormous, but supply is microscopic. It is not mined directly. Instead, it is found only as a trace element within platinum and nickel ores. Extracting it requires immense effort, complex refinement, and enormous processing for only tiny yields. In some years, the world's total supply is so small that it could be stored in a single room. This extreme scarcity, combined with huge industrial demand, creates a value that dwarfs even the finest gold or diamonds. In fact, during peak shortages, rhodium has reached prices unmatched by any other commercially traded metal on Earth. It is the king of precious substances, a metal so rare that owning even a few grams is considered a treasure. A material so valuable that industries monitor its supply like a lifeline. And a substance so important that modern environmental standards depend on it. Did you enjoy this video? Check out other clips of Amazing 7 and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified our latest videos.